What's up guys, welcome back to the channel, and today we are back on a UR Honda Accord. And what we doing today? Let's go take a look. What's up guys, what we got?
So we got here is a set of Cusco Coilovers that actually came off of a Euro R. That's obviously they're not brand new, but I think the owner of this car went after them to match his Cusco strut bar that he has on the car. But as of right now, they look all right, but we're gonna have to put them in the car and see how it goes. What do you think about these things?
Well, the good thing about them is that everything moved good, nothing seized. So they're used. I think the installation is going to be nice and easy now that we can move everything.
Yeah, that's an important part. Yeah, a lot of these older used parts sometimes are seized, not really maintained properly. Exactly. These look to be in decent condition, so time to slap them in the car and get low.
Kind of cool, man. This is a factory strut with a Honda part number on it, but it's actually a modulo, which is a Japanese market, which actually has some kind of dampening on the strut itself. So that's kind of cool for a factory unit. But as you can see here, look at all the oil coming out of it. So this is one of the reasons why we're going to replace it. Should give this thing a way better ride.
So you already heard from Miguel on the rear struts. Here we have the front ones, and we'll show you how we're gonna get them out of here. So, as any older JDM car that we've seen around here, got a little bit of rust. Nothing too serious, mostly surface. So we went ahead and put some rust penetrant on all the bolts that we're gonna be working on right here on the fork. And now it's just time to drop the fork off of the strut right here. You have 114 and your 17 here. Take it from the top and that's it, she's out.
Okay, so we're gonna pull the strut from the top of the strut tower here, and these were the little the indicators that I guess you could dial in the dampening on the factory optional strut. So that's kind of cool.
All right, so we got them out, and it's pretty interesting because right on the top here, it has adjustments in the dampening. And that right there is an OEM Honda part number. So from the factory, these look like they're Euro R dampening suspension. So there's a little bit more race car to the R than just the badge and the motor.
So how do you adjust them?
So you would,
Yep, little flathead down in there, and you can actually...
You having trouble finding the hole?
Yeah, you can actually feel it click.
Pretty cool.
We're going to remove the seat bolster so we can get access to the top of the strut, which is bolted directly back here. So once we move it, you'll see where the strut's bolted in.
So back here, we gotta remove this bracket. To get this bracket out, we have to remove this clip here on the ABS line. Pretty simple. That comes right off. Oh, that didn't make any sense, but there you go. This bolt comes off, this bolt comes off. Then we take this bolt right out the middle here. Out. So when these come out, this is what the bushing's supposed to look like. Well, that's how this one looks after using the cutoff wheel, the impact hammer, the pry bar, another pry bar, a hammer. But we got it out. So what happened is the bolt that goes through here rusted and fused to the bushing sleeve inside here. And you could see it right there, a nice cross section of it. We had to cut it straight off and then pry it out of there. But we got it out, and as you can see, these ones are not adjustable like the front.
Only the front.
Only front, but these are Honda. How do you pronounce that, Poppy?
Medulo.
Medudo? Modelo? I don't know. It sounds Spanish to me, but it's supposed to be Japanese. But we also ran into another problem. This bar did the same thing, and we had to cut it out the same way. Let's see. This one had the same problem. But, you know, nothing a cut-off wheel or a Sawzall won't fix.
So we took the old one out from the bottom, which we don't usually do that, but due to the circumstance, we came out from the bottom. So now we're going to go in through the top, back up, bolt it to the body, and reassemble everything.
Alright, we got all the coilovers installed. Now we gotta set the preload and the height. But first thing we gotta do is the preload. So you see how loose the spring is in here and all these cuffs are moving around? So we're gonna set the preload, and that is the tension on the spring. So we're gonna bring it up to just where I can't move the spring with my hand. Then we'll lock it down. We'll do that all the way around. Then we'll start setting our height after that. We got all the suspension installed. We got the height pretty close to where we need. Eventually we're going to be putting some camber kits in, so we'll probably go over everything one more time. But for now, the good thing about this car is this thing is basically a TSX when it comes to suspension and all these other things. So in the computer, we're going to look up for an 04 TSX and just use all those specs on it. The Type R may have some more aggressive toes in it, but for what we're doing, this is going to be perfect. So
You mean Euro R?
the Euro R.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I feel better.
I feel better too.
camber is out, we're gonna eventually put a camber kit on here so we can straighten this out. The toe is really excessive here, but that's because we put a new camber toe arm in. We just bolted it in. We had the reference off, so we're gonna straighten all this out, save this for future suspension work, and that'll be that.
Hey John, so we got a bit of adjustment over here, huh?
Yeah, so this thing is way out of whack, but that's to be expected with having the new arm, and because the arm we replaced is the arm that you replace or adjust your toe on. So let's see if we can get this in the spec. We're all good to go. Everything's close except for that rear camber, which we're going to deal with eventually. And it's time to go for a test drive. Get a little VTEC in the Euro R.
That up. The Cusco Coilover works out great and really enhances the look on this Euro R Honda Accord. Hope you like the videos. If you do, make sure you hit the like button. If you're new to the channel, make sure you hit the subscribe button because we've got new video dropping every single week. Thank you for watching, and thank you to help us rebuild our community. And we'll see you guys on the next one.